Hey guys, hopefully you can hear this one. I just did this last time. Note, I don't condone any illegal activities. I don't encourage them either. That being said, not a lot of people know much about me except that I'm here on YouTube and other places as the Divine Sorcerer. Or if you really know me, you know that I'm on Facebook and my name is Michael Williams, Sr. I want to talk to you guys today because I need your help. I know I have a lot of friends in the A1 community, First Amendment community. I have a lot of friends in the ufology community. And I have a lot of friends in the craft community. But I need to put this out there so you guys understand where I'm coming from, so that maybe you, if you can't help me, you can point me in the direction somebody can help me. Alright? I am a heart patient. Everybody knows. Okay. I don't let people know a lot about my health. I just make it look as I'm fine. And the gods keep me maintained. But I want to tell you a little bit about my story. And yes, this is going to be in my book, The Fall of a Broken Man to the Rise of the Divine Sorcerer. This is just a piece of what happened to me in the last year. More so this year, because it started at the beginning of this year, but the whole book will go back a ways. But let me just take this piece of history, this piece that I went through, and talk on it, okay? This is my side of the story, since nobody wants to get my side of the story. Not the lawyer, not the DA, not the judge, nobody. Nobody wants to hear my side of the story. So I'm going to put it out on video for everybody to hear. This here is my list of problems. This is what's wrong with this vessel, right? I know you can't see them because the screen's small, so I'm going to read them out to you, alright? Allergic rhinitis. I don't know what that is, alright? Angina pectoris. Don't know what that is. Bilateral hand numbness. Everybody knows that's close to me, that sees me on a daily basis. They know that my hands go numb. It's probably from my heart condition, but in any case, that's why I don't hold valuable things that much. You get my drift. Bipolar disease chronic. Bulging lumbar disc. A lot of people know, because I tell them, that I have a bad back. I'm not lying. Got the proof. I got them on disc. I have CAD, coronary artery disease. That's my bad heart. That's because, you know, that's what happens when you live a hell of a life. You plan on sliding into hell like, whew, what a hell of a life. Let me tell you guys, I have done that. That's why I'm in the position that I'm in. Because growing up, my siblings will tell you, I lived a hell of a life. Alright? Not that I'm proud of, like, the way I acted, but the life itself was fun as shit. Alright, but anyway, let's get back to the point. Chronic back pain. Again, everybody knows I'm disabled. I have a bad back. But that's just a little bit of my story. Just a little bit. Alright? Here, I talk to the microphone because the microphone's over here, the camera's over here. Still getting used to it. I have chronic back pain, and I have chronic pain. Exercise-induced asthma. So yes, once I'm active, if I like I was telling Robin, if I get too overactive, I start to get out of breath and not be able to breathe, and I don't carry an inhaler. All I carry is nitro for my heart. I do carry an inhaler, but I don't know where the hell it is. I've never used it. I don't know. HO bipolar disorder. Not a lot of people know, but yes, I am bipolar. Unless you're on my Facebook. If you see my Facebook, it's all over the fucking place. Bipolar. HO sleep apnea. Yeah. Yeah, I got sleep apnea. And they want to put all that stuff on my face and said, no. I don't know how you people can sleep with all that shit. No. No, no, no. No. History of shingles. I had shingles after getting bit by that raccoon. Yep. And I still love nature. It wasn't the raccoon's fault, it was the dog's fault. Anyway, hyperlipidemia. I have no idea what that is. Hypertriglyceridemia. I have no idea what that is. Impaired fasting glucose. Not sure what that is. Insomnia. Everybody knows I sleep a few hours and I'm back. I can't sleep. That's why I'm a paranormal investigator. I hunt things that go boom in the night, or I create things, or I, summon things. Like I'm the divine sorcerer. I play with that stuff, That's what I do. All right. Ischemic cardiomyopathy. Not even sure these words. I'm not even sure what that is, but I have that too. Left hip pain. Left-sided low back pain with sciatica. Everybody knows I got bad hips. I shouldn't even be walking. I'm only walking because the gods allow me. And that's getting ready to end because I can feel it. My hips are getting bad. Left-sided low back pain with sciatica. Low back pain with sciatica on the right. Lymphadenopathy. Medial epicondylitis. Memory difficulty. Everybody knows I can't remember shit. You could tell me something and in like a day I might forget it. Comes from having my heart attacks. I had two or three of them. Died one time. No nicotine dependency. Now maybe I vape, and that's got nicotine. Okay, nicotine dependency. Overweight. Yes, I'm overweight because the doctors gave me gabapentin for my back pain, which they knew would increase my weight. I went from 180 pounds to 250 pounds. No, that's when I decided I got to fuck off this shit. I'm gonna medicate my own damn way. Like I'm gonna worry about my own damn health, and that's why I'm doing this. Okay, I want you people to see what's being done. Periodontitis acute, right hip pain, scoliosis, shortness of breath at rest, sinus bradycardia, vitamin B12 deficiency, vitamin D deficiency, and a history of previous stent placement, old myocardial infarct. So when I tell you that I'm only ticking because the gods allow me, I'm telling you. So the last 10 years I was on opioids and heart medicine and all kinds of medicine. And I used, 2 years ago, I made myself the test subject in 2020. I got a medical marijuana license, and I started on a plant substance called kratom, and I started eating ghost peppers and hot peppers to thin my blood out instead of taking aspirin. Like, I totally got off of all that medicine. All prescription medicine with all these problems, okay? Because I choose to use what my ancestors gave me as knowledge to heal myself, to do it the way they did. I don't listen to man and their, oh, you gotta do it this way. All right, I've done it that way, and I gained so much weight that my back felt worse. I didn't like the feeling from all them opioids. Didn't like it. Couldn't function. Okay, so now, 2 years ago, taking my life into my hands, worrying about my well-being, using cannabis and kratom and hot peppers, garlic, basil, cilantro, stuff like that. Things that are going to help. Elderberry and echinacea tea instead of coffee. Like things that are going to help the immune system and things like that, okay? Because it's my health. I worry about it. My body, my rules, right? Ain't that what you guys say? All right. Well, so I'm making this video because now that you guys know what's all wrong with me, not many of you know that I was, how do I put it? Wrong. Framed, set up, I don't know, enacted badly upon. Alright, so in January 19th, 2022, we're going to start there, since I gave you a little bit of what's wrong with me. Alright, I had left in November, let's back it up a little bit. In November, I left my daughter and her son, my grandson, Rylan, move in. and she had brought along her boyfriend. Being an ex-pastor, I thought, okay, this is a way for you guys to get back on your feet. You don't want to be in that area. You come down here, get a job, get on your feet, get your own place, do whatever, blah, blah, blah. So they move in, her, Rylan, and Derek. And things were okay until January 19th, 2022, when I hear a loud bang in the back bedroom. Being a heart patient, I got up real quick. Shouldn't have did that. But in any case, I made it back to the back bedroom, and I looked at my daughter and said, "What's wrong?" And she's like, "Dad, Derek put his fist through the TV." I looked at Derek, I'm like, "Why?" The room got silent, and then Kylie says, "Because I wouldn't steal your medicine for him." Now, my medicine was in the next room, off to the left. Like, you had to go back the hallway, you got this door, and then the door on the left. The door here was always locked and shut. That's where my tent and my plants were. Yes, marijuana is illegal to grow in Pennsylvania, but everybody knows that Perry County is ranked 66th worst in the state of 67 counties for health care, for dentists, for doctors. Like, I had to take it into my own hands. I had to worry about my own health, right? And so I started to grow within limits, 5 plants, okay, to sustain my own health. Well, Derek knew this. Derek's mom knew this. Kylie knew this. They're the only people besides my wife who knew that I was growing my own medicine. My landlord didn't know. The neighbor didn't know. Nobody down the street knew. Nobody knew, except people that were close to me that know that I don't use pharmaceuticals. I use plant substances. So, after finding that out, I kicked him out. I told him, "You gotta go, bro. Nobody steals from me. You gotta go." And so, because I kicked him out, at that time, after getting up all sudden and whatnot, I didn't feel good. I almost passed out going back down the hallway after telling him to get out. So the EMS came, they hooked me up to all these things, and they took me to the hospital. So after telling Derek to get out and me going to the hospital, Kylie and Ryland and my brother's girlfriend immediately left to go get custody of Ryland, so that she could get custody of Ryland, leaving him in the house. Now, I don't know who else was in the house. I don't know. I wasn't here. I was on my way to the hospital with chest pains. But they went to New Bloomfield to get the custody thing, leaving him here. Well, because I kicked him out, he went and called the state police and used them as a weapon to get back to me, to get revenge on me. So then the police come in and they raid my house. They get a search warrant and they raid my house. They take all my stuff in the room. They even took my kratom and the scale that I used my kratom for to weigh it out. That's not even illegal. Kratom is not illegal, guys. It's not illegal. And the guy knew it was kratom. He put on the police report, bottle of kratom. So he knew it was kratom. It's not illegal. So therefore you just stole from me. Anyway, after that, I ended up with Bell's palsy from the stress, from all of this. Let's look at this police report. On January 1st, or January 19th, 2022, at approximately 13:32 hours, I was dispatched to blah, blah, blah for the report of multiple marijuana plants found in the residence. I arrived on scene at approximately 13:47 hours and spoke with the complainant. Related, he was there to stay with his son R.W., who resides at the above address with his mother Kylie Williams and grandfather Michael Williams. Prince explained he and Kylie had an argument. Had an argument over finding out Michael was growing medical marijuana plants. Now, first of all, like I said, he was here since November. He did not just get here, and he did not just find out that I was growing. He lived here. He knew. So, anybody knows if you can find any faults in the police report, they have to throw the police report out. The case needs to be dismissed. So that's just the first one, right? Prince stated he was waiting inside the residence for Kylie and R.W. to return home from CYS, where he was filling out emergency custody from Prince because of this incident. Now, let's get that straight, because he didn't just arrive here. He was here already. He didn't just arrive here. So that's not how the argument ensued. The argument ensued because because my daughter wouldn't steal my medicine for him. Okay? So there is another lie. Prince stated he was in the residence. He saw a bedroom door open to RW's room and noticed 5 marijuana plants growing inside the room. Prince explained that he knows they are marijuana plants. He saw the plants budding. He also explained there is a tent inside the bedroom with 2 plants outside. He also noticed 3 lights outside the tent in the room. Prince described the room to also have had a tent, an ultraviolet light, and inside the bedroom. After speaking with him, I returned to the Newport State Police for a warrant at the residence, 1,600 hours, applied for, was granted by the judge. And then he signs it, or puts his name and says, being duly sworn according to the law, dispose and say that the facts forth and foregoing affidavit are true and correct to the best of my knowledge and information and belief. Well, let's look at the belief, because the officer in this one says, it is my belief that marijuana and or other illegal substances, to include paraphernalia, contraband, communication devices, I have no idea what that is, and large sums of money may be hidden or in plain view of the above residents. I'm poor as shit. Where the fuck is there large sums of money? Because you know what? I could use some money right now. Tell me where there's large sums. So it was your belief that there was large sums of money. You were busting a big drug ring, buddy. That's what your problem was. You thought you were busting a big drug ring. Here you were busting a poor old guy who relies on medical marijuana for his health. Now, how dumb do you feel? So, you know, not only do I use medical marijuana for my health to keep me alive, thank you to some of the books, but now let's look at what I do in my spare time. Everybody knows I am the divine sorcerer. Over here, right? Yeah, there. Okay. And so I have a ritual coming up. No big deal. I look forward to it. I can't wait. But anyway, in this ritual, right, I will be opening 7 gates. Let's look at these gates, okay? The first gate is the gate of Inanna, the moon. I need a lemon, right? The second gate is the gate of Nebo, okay? And what do I need for that? I need dill, okay? The third gate is the gate of Inanna, which is Ishtar. And what do I need for that? I need corn, okay? The fourth gate is the gate of Shamash, the sun. I need chamomile tea for that. The fifth gate is the gate of Nergal, which is Mars. I need basil for that. The sixth gate is the gate of Marduk, which is Jupiter, okay? I need sage for that. The seventh gate is the gate of Adar, Saturn. What do I need for that? What's that say? If you can see that, it says hemp, marijuana, cannabis. Cunningham's Magical Herbs, Encyclopedia of Magical Herbs. So when you look in here and you go to page 135, what is that? What does that say? I can't get this camera right. Hemp. Cannabis sativa. So I use it in my religious practices when I do my rites or my rituals, conjurings, summons. So now you have just went against my first constitutional right to freely practice my religion in the safety of my own home without being harassed. Not to mention that this man used the state police as a weapon to enact revenge upon somebody. That in itself is wrong. Nor did they find large sums of money, because I'm a broke-ass motherfucker that ain't got no money. Which is why I went and got a medical marijuana license. So that I could medicate. And I did. until I ran into a problem. Like I said, Perry County being ranked 66th worst in the state of Pennsylvania out of 67 counties for doctors, dentists, and proper health care. I had to take my health into my own hands. You know, that being said, and worrying about my health, because there was no cultivation with the intent to distribute, nobody knew. My neighbor didn't know I was growing. My landlord didn't even know I was growing. My landlord he knew I was a patient, but he had no idea I was growing. Nobody knew because I wasn't selling. But you know what? Thomas Jefferson. Let's talk about Mr. Thomas Jefferson, because Thomas Jefferson said that if a law is unjust, it is not only a man's right to disobey it, but he is obligated to do so. Our forefathers encouraged people to grow hemp. It wasn't until Henry Anslinger's propagated propaganda for his newspaper company in 1937 to 40 that marijuana became bad. They used it all the time before that. Government has a patent for it. They know it's medicinal. The cops need to stop thinking that, oh my God, a big drug bust. I'm gonna make the news, or I'm gonna have this on my credit because I busted a big drug ring. What'd you find? 5 plants in a tent that some old man was using for his health. There was no distribution or selling or any of that. That is defiling my character. Who am I? The Divine Sorcerer. Yes, this is all going to be in my book. The Fall of a Broken Man to the Rise of the Divine Sorcerer. Yeah, damn straight. This is just a piece of my life and a piece of what I went over. That being said, I need your guys' help. If there's any constitutional lawyers out there, look, I ain't rich. I ain't got much money, but if I win, I'll give you like 20% of what I win. And I want like $66 million because I think my life is worth that. I almost died over this. I went to the hospital with chest pains because of the stuff this man put me through. Anybody thinking about that? But did you die? Because I almost did. And I did twice already. Trying to get off of all that stuff. And now you're going to reprimand me for the way that I'm living, that I choose to live? That's not right. You know, it's the mentality. Like I teach on YouTube. Mentalism. You cops got to stop thinking like this. Now that marijuana is becoming more so legal, you got to get this drug war thing out of your mind. Not everybody is a criminal because they choose to medicate their way. Be illegal or not. It's a plant. It shouldn't even be illegal. Nor should this be on the scheduled drug list. It's a plant. It's been proven for 3,000 years. My ancestors used it. 3,000 years for medicinal properties. Shrooms are medicinal now. These people are going to, not you guys, but these people are going to try and label me a felon, a criminal, for the way I choose to medicate and heal myself. When all I had was 5 plants that I kept in a rotation so that I didn't run out of medicine. There was no selling involved. The scales they found were for my kratom. Kratom with a conscience. Kratom. That's how I measure my kratom out. There was no selling involved. But do you think the lawyers or the judge or the DA want to hear my side of the story? Look, it's been 7 continuances. 9 months since this happened. The DEA or the DA knows I'm a male witch. The DA knows I use it in my religious practices and I use it. I already told her all this before she suddenly wanted to run for DA now. And like, yeah, things have changed. Like, now they want to charge me with PWID and, make me look like some bad character. And I'm not. My lawyer called me one time when this all began and tried to pin me with a DUI. The state of Pennsylvania took my license because of my bad heart. I can't drive. Which is why I can't get my medicine. How the fuck did I get a DUI? Like, I'm being railroaded. Not only did I have the police and put on me out of revenge, an enactment of revenge through this guy, and I'm the victim. But now my whole life, like, I'm suffering. You guys enacted, they enacted bodily. I ended up getting Bell's palsy from the shit they're doing to me because of all the stress, not having my medicine. Where's my constitutional rights? Is there a lawyer out there that can help me? Like I said, I'm not rich, but I'll give you 20% of what I win. I am not a criminal because I choose to use cannabis and kratom to sustain my health. And people like this guy that used the police as a weapon to enact revenge on other people should be reprimanded. But no, they get to walk free and live their lives while this poor soul gets his character defiled. Because this guy got his fucking feelings hurt. Act accordingly and you wouldn't get your feelings hurt. Right? I mean, come on. So guys, this is, me, the Divine Sorcerer. If you can help me, please do so. Reach out. Get a hold of me on Facebook or send me a message on my YouTube or whatever. But this is just a part of my story. And like I said, I need help. Nobody's listening to me. Nobody even heard my side of the story. All they know is I was growing 5 plants. And now I was trying to sell them to the community. It's not what I do. I help the community, but it's not through that. It's through paranormal investigating. Everybody knows that. Ask the guy down the street. I got rid of his haunted demons. Like, I need your help, guys. So even if you can sign a petition I'll be bringing out for all to hear. I've emailed and called I don't know how many people in the state, in the Senate, president. Like, I've emailed everybody. Sent, everybody knows. Nobody wants to hear my side of the story. You just want to label me as a criminal because, oh my God, I grew 5 plants to sustain my health. This guy got his feelings hurt and sick him, boy. And now I'm the one suffering. So if you're a lawyer and you want to, help me with my constitutional rights, or even the bodily harm that was enacted on me from the carelessness of the state, or the state police, or this guy, or whatever, however you want to swing it, I need your help. So if you're out there and you can help me, get a hold of me, please. Until then, this is just a little bit of my story, guys. I will be bringing a book out. I'm not sure how long it's going to take because I got a lot of stuff and shit I went through that's going to need to be penned down. But keep looking forward. It's going to be the fall of a broken man to the rise of the Divine Sorcerer. Alright, guys, I'm out. Peace. May the gods bless you. And I'll see you on the next video.